Ladies and gentlemen, before our main event, we have a quick moment, a special recognition we'd like to make. One of the three judges who will be scoring this championship bout has been working many years as a boxing judge for the state of Florida, the Florida State Boxing Commission. Tonight is his final assignment, and this is his final bout, appropriate that it will be a championship bout. On behalf of the Florida State Boxing Commission and boxing fans everywhere, we'd like to wish Judge Emil Conforti a happy retirement. Thank you for your many years of service, Emil. You deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, from Robarts Arena in Sarasota, Florida, our final bout of the evening is brought to you by PerfectEnergySports.com and Just the Basket Case. This is your main event of the evening, 10 rounds of professional boxing for the WBF North American Heavyweight Championship. Sanctioned by the World Boxing Federation, President Howard Goldberg, Supervisor at ringside, Bill Calogero. The three judges scoring at ringside, Emil Conforti, Mike Ross, and Jed O'Connor. When the bell rings, the man in charge, your referee, James Waring. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks. He weighed in at 229 pounds, a veteran of 41 professional bouts from Elizabeth, West Virginia. Here is the challenger, Lieutenant Mike Sheppard. His opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and black trunks. He weighed in at 221.5 pounds. His professional record, 35 wins, 4 losses, 27 wins by way of knockout. From Sarasota, Florida, here is the reigning, defending WBF North American Heavyweight Champion, China, the Dragon
Division, Sarasota product, China Smith is defending his WBF North American Heavyweight title. I'm Billy C. I'm joined with Carl King and Sal Rocky Cenicola. A Perfect Events is bringing this to us in association with Saratoga BMW, USANA, and a basket case. It's a big fight. In the heavyweight division, Mike Sheppard claims that he's in the best shape of his life.
I don't know, man. We got another guy in Mike Sheppard. He's coming from that West Virginia circuit. He doesn't look, well, neither one of these guys are really like washboard shape, but China Smith is a local favorite, and I'm looking for him to do real well tonight.
China Smith started fast. China Smith's an athlete. He played football in high school and college. The problem and nervousness I have in this particular fight, as he starts off, like Sal said, pretty good, is that he did a lot of public appearances and stuff, and I'm wondering if he didn't spend enough time in the gym.
Well, you know what? I like what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, his hands are quick. He's moving.
He's moving around. His hands are up. And
they're busy.
And I'm worried Sheppard being, from that West Virginia circuit. We've seen that earlier with Dan Martz.
But Sheppard is cutting the ring off, and every time China tries to circle, Sheppard's heading him off at the pass. So actually, Sheppard is controlling the ring right now, even though China Smith seems to be establishing his jab and stuff. Sheppard seems to be dictating where China's positioning is.
Well, I will say this. He is a better West Virginia fighter than Daniel Martz.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but all I'm saying is it looks like to me that Sheppard's taking his time. China's is doing what he does. He's a southpaw. We've seen more southpaws tonight. They fared pretty well tonight. And there shouldn't be any reason why it shouldn't fare well for China Smith tonight. He's the hometown favorite. You know, he's a guy that there's been a lot of talk about. He's very, very popular in this area. And I hope that he's been focused and concentrating on the fight, because this other guy looks very serious about coming in to handle his business.
Mike Sheppard told me he's in the best shape of his life.
China better hope not.
And China Smith is actually a natural right-hander. He fights as a southpaw, and his jab is working good now. He seems like he's doing what he wants to do. But Mike Sheppard just seems to be controlling the ring.
Well, he's very cool. He nothing seems to faze him. The movement of China Smith, the punching, the volume of punches is not affecting him. And his reflexes look very good. And I'm speaking of Mike Sheppard in the black trunks. He just seems to be patient, taking his time. And we'll see. But by all rules, I mean, by everything indicates to me that China Smith, if he does what he does, uses his tools, he should win the fight.
Well, he's supposed to win the fight. Mike Sheppard's a teacher in West Virginia. And
that's admirable. I don't like talking. I love teachers. Maybe he'll teach China something. I don't know. A nice hook to the body, right up to the body.
I got to be honest, I was never a good student. Never liked teachers too much either.
When Ronnie Dangerfield, what I love about teachers is you do something
bell
wrong.
sound.
Did you ever have to sit in the corner with the dunce hat on?
The end of round one.
Never, right?
Never.
Me either,
I was
man.
a good student.
Me too. I was like the teacher's pet.
Well, as we ended this first round, the second round, we'll see where there picks up. I think Mike Sheppard did well in that round, and so did China Smith. It was a tough round to score. I kind of leaned towards China Smith in that first round.
I thought China Smith comes out and he's, you know what, I think at times that guys feel like when they're fighting at home, that they need to put on a certain show. They have to give the hometown crowd a certain amount of entertainment value for their money, and that's a mistake. This guy from West Virginia first of all, he doesn't look like a West Virginia fighter, and he's been cool, calm, and collected as the second round starts. And maybe China Smith needs to settle down and get a little more serious about this.
China Smith is another one, Sal, that's fighting kind of with his hands down. As I say that, his hands go up, but he's nowhere near his opponent.
His mouth is open.
As soon as he gets close to his opponent, his hands drop down. It's
exactly. Look at them. They're up now.
They're up when he's in no danger.
Exactly.
As soon as he gets in punching range, his hands go down.
Yeah.
I think he's got it reversed.
It does. And it's a shame because he's got some quick hands. I mean, I see him for his stature, his size. He's got some fast hands as he moves.
It just looks to me, guys, that his mouth is becoming open. He looks like he might be breathing through the mouth a little bit far too much for the second round.
Now, you guys do realize this is a rematch. The first fight was for the vacant title that China Smith won. And Mike Sheppard fought and won a couple of fights to get in a position to challenge again, because the first fight was such a entertaining fight in Tampa.
Really?
And so here we are in Sarasota with China Smith's first defense against the guy he won the title from. China Smith is in some trouble.
Yep.
And Mike Sheppard is coming in and finishing one, landing on top of the head.
Nice shot.
And China Smith is not covering up. He's not holding. He's not doing anything. He's just taking
down.
and he falls forward. He crumbles to the canvas right in front of us, Carl. And he's in some trouble. I can see his eyes roll. He's done. He's done. And this was a guy that did nothing to protect himself. Nothing, Sal. I mean, he took those shots. Didn't even put his hands up. Didn't even try to hold on. I don't know what to say.
He got hit. He got caught. Made me look bad. I thought he was doing okay. I thought he was doing all right.
Right in front of us.
Thanks, China.
Right in front of us, he crumbles. Here's the replay. China lands a shot. Then he gets.
behind the ear
I
looks
missed the replay there, but it looked like he got one on the top of his head that put him in trouble. Then Mike Sheppard just comes and gets him in the corner, and then lands several punches unanswered. And China Smith didn't even cover up or nothing. He just took the beating, and
right there, looking at, seeing his eyes.
when he crumbled over like that, that's the end of that.
His eyes, you could see it in his eyes as he looked right at us.
Again, the referee
They
makes
didn't even
the right
see
call.
us.
Look, the corner's complaining it was behind the head. It was not behind the head. It was right on the temple. China's in some trouble. They're trying to get him to sit down. He says he's okay. He doesn't even realize the fight is over. China Smith has lost his title. Mike Sheppard, the new WBF North American Heavyweight Champ. And Bob Alexander is entering into the ring right now. Mike Sheppard is going crazy over there. He's ecstatic that he won a title. And China Smith, there is a rematch clause in the contract, so I would assume that any person that has any class would fight again.
Well, you got to look at Mike Sheppard will be 40 years old next month in May. And China Smith is,
no spring chicken either.
Exactly. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, from Robarts Arena in Sarasota, Florida, your referee in charge, James Waring, ends this bout at 1 minute, 29 seconds of the second round. Your winner by knockout and new WBF North American Heavyweight Champion, Lightning Mike Sheppard.
Mike Sheppard comes into town and takes the title from the hometown guy with the new WBF North American Heavyweight Champion. And I'm a little surprised that China Smith is walking around with his hands up in the air. Maybe a little delusional.
maybe it's a farewell wave.
Could be.
I mean, it should be.
Only time will tell. Maybe,
We'll see.
maybe someday in October we'll be talking about that in the future.
I know, around Halloween.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Hey, listen, it was a great night of fights here at Sarasota, the Robarts Arena.
Nice place.
Perfect events. Sarasota BMW, USANA, a basket case. I'm Billy C. I was joined with Carl King and Sal Rocky Cenicola. We hope you guys had a good night. And until next time, ciao, baby. Ciao.